Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chevanarottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayet Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatyuttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 2, Praise by the Demigods, Text 21. Kim Adya Tasmin Karaniyam Asho Me Kimadya Tasmin Karaniyam Asho Me Yat Arthatantraha Na Vihanti Vikramam Yadarthatantro na vihanti vikramam. Striyaha svasuhu gurumatya vadaha ayam striya svasur gurumatya vadoyam yashaha shriyam hanti anukalam ayuhu yashashriyam hanti anukalam ayuhu किमद्य तस्मिन् करणीयमाशु मे यदर्थतन्त्रो न विहन्ति विक्रमम् स्त्रिया स्वसुर्गुरुमत्या वधोऽयम् यशश्रियम् हन्त्यनुकालम् आयुः किमद्य तस्मिन् करणीयमाशु मे यदर्थतन्त्रो न विहन्ति विक्रमम् स्त्रिया स्वसुर्गुरुमत्या वधोऽयम् यशश्रियम् हन्त्यनुकालमायुः विक्रमम् स्त्रिया स्वसुर्गुरुमत्या वधोऽयम् यशश्रियम् हन्त्यनुकालमायुः Kim, what? Adya, now, immediately. Tasmin, in this situation. Karaniyam is to be done. Ashu, without delay. Me, my duty. Yat, because. Arthatantraha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is always determined to protect the sadhus and kill the asadhus. Na does not. Vihanti give up. Vikramam is prowess. Striyaha of a woman. Svasuhu of my sister. Gurumatyaha especially when she is pregnant. Vadaha ayam the killing. Yashaha fame. Shriyam opulence. Hanti will vanquish. Anukalam forever. Ayuhu and the duration of life. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Vaidyanatha Arvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Kamsa thought, what is my duty now? The Supreme Lord, who knows his purpose, Paritranaya Sadhuna Vinashaya Chadushkritam, will not give up his prowess. Devaki is a woman. She is my sister. And moreover, she is now pregnant. If I kill her, my reputation, opulence, and duration of life will certainly be vanquished. Can you repeat the translation? Kamsa thought, what is my duty now? The Supreme Lord, who knows his purpose, Paritranaya Sadhunam, Vinashaya cha Dushkritam, will not give up his prowess. Devaki is a woman. She is my sister. And moreover, she is now pregnant. If I kill her, my reputation, opulence, and duration of life will certainly be vanquished. Purport. According to Vedic principles, a woman, a brahmana, an old man, a child, and a cow should never be killed. It appears that Kamsa, although a great enemy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was aware of the Vedic culture and conscious of the fact that the soul transmigrates from one body to another and that one suffers in the next life according to the karmas of this life. Therefore, he was afraid of killing Devaki. Since she was a woman, she was his sister, and she was pregnant. A Kshatriya becomes famous by performing heroic acts. But what would be heroic about killing a woman who, while confined in his custody, was under his shelter? Therefore, he did not want to act drastically by killing Devaki. Kamsa's enemy was within Devaki's womb, but killing an enemy in such a nascent state would not be an exhibition of prowess. According to Kshatriya rules, an enemy should be fought face to face and with proper weapons. Then, if the enemy is killed, the victor becomes famous. Kamsa very conscientiously deliberated upon these facts and therefore refrained from killing Devaki. Although he was completely confident that his enemy had already appeared within her womb. Thus ends the Bhaktivinoda purport and translation to Canto 10, Chapter 2, Text 21 of Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namamo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Deshatarine जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे When Mother Devaki became pregnant, for the eighth time, Kamsa thought like this. Kim adya tasmin karaniyam ashu me. Kim karaniyam ashu me. So Kamsa thought, considered. Kim, he thought. Adya karaniyam ashu me. What am I supposed to do? Tasmin, in this situation. What is the situation? Mother Devaki is imprisoned in Kamsa's own prison house. And she is pregnant, and Kamsa was very sure that this time Mother Devaki is carrying Lord Krishna in her womb. That means Lord Krishna is going to take birth very soon, and Mother Devaki is going to deliver him. And this Krishna is the cause of Kamsa's death. How did Kamsa recognize that this child is Krishna, whom Devaki is going to give birth? Because at this particular pregnancy, it is explained in the earlier verses that Devaki looked very, very brilliant and effulgent. It is described in the previous verse. Because the Supreme Personality of Godhead was within her womb, meaning Devaki's womb, Devaki illuminated the entire atmosphere in the place where she was confined. Confined means she was restricted because she was in the prison house. Seeing her jubilant, pure and smiling, Devaki was never so jubilant earlier, as per Kamsa's observation. Therefore, Kamsa thought, the Supreme Personality of God, Vishnu, who is now within her womb, will kill me. Devaki never before looked so brilliant and jubilant. So, therefore, Kamsa's conclusion is it is Krishna whom she is carrying now. What should I do now? In this situation, why is he considering? Earlier, he killed the first 6 sons of Devaki without any consideration. Instantly, the moment the child is born, he dashed that child against the wall and killed that child mercilessly. Actually, sister's child is considered one's own child. So he killed all the children mercilessly. Then 7th pregnancy of Devaki, Kamsa thought was a miscarriage because she didn't deliver a child in the 7th time of pregnancy, because Krishna has instructed Yogamaya to transfer the 7th child of Devaki from Devaki's womb to Rohini's womb. That was Lord Balarama, Sesha. But Kamsa didn't know this, that the child was transferred safely by Yogamaya, unseen to anyone, unseen by anyone. Therefore, Kamsa and everybody thought Devaki has undergone a miscarriage. Unfortunately. Then why is Kamsa thinking 6 sons anyway he killed, 7th child anyway was out of his hands, this is miscarriage. So 8th child also Kamsa should have just killed. Why is he thinking? Earlier he didn't think. So the reason is given. Yad artha tantraha na vihanti vikramam. Kamsa is very intelligent. Asuras are actually intelligent. Devas are intelligent, Asuras are also intelligent. But Devas are intelligent in the right way, in the right manner. Asuras are also are intelligent, but in the wrong manner, in the wrong path, in the wrong way. That's why there are two terms which are used in the scriptures: Subuddhi and Durbuddhi. Subuddhi means very good intelligence, very good intelligence, meant for progress. Durbuddhi means very good intelligence, but meant for self-destruction. There are another two terms used in the scriptures, even in Bhagavad Gita: Sukritinaha and Dushkritinaha. These are another two terms used in Bhagavad Gita. Sukritinaha. Kritina means act, action. Sukritina means meritorious act. Dushkritina means non-meritorious act. So asuras always are called Dushkritinaha. Why? Because a person is designated by his work. So he is doing Dushkritana activity, therefore they're called Dushkritanaha. You do Sukriti activity, you're called Sukritanaha. So meritorious acts you do, then you are called a Sukritanaha. Sinful activities, activities which are prohibited, Shastra say no, you must not do, and then you do that, such persons are called Dushkritinaha. And the Sukritinaha are the devotees, or even the Devatas. Sukritinaha. Pious people. Pious people, what do you mean by pious men? They always consider before they act. I should do the right thing. If I don't know, I should consult. Let me find out. That is why for every family, typically in India, you will have a Brahmin connected to each family. Even if he's not a Brahmana, they'll consult. Purohit or a Kula Guru, they'll always consult before doing something. They will never act independently. Or if somebody has a spiritual master, a regular spiritual master, an acharya, obviously then there's no question of doing anything without acharya's permission and direction and explicit order. There's no question of doing anything. So you always go to a Purohit or a Kula Guru. To be careful, to know, to be sure that I'm doing the right thing and not end up in the wrong way and act sinfully. So this is very seriously considered in the Vedic times. But Dushkritana means he does not consult, he does not find out, he will not bother to know. He will act the way he feels. Whatever he likes, as per his whims and fancies. He goes by likes and dislikes, doesn't go by authority, does not consult authority. Dushkritanaha. So asuras are all Dushkritanaha. But interestingly, asuras also have a guru, but that guru also misdirects and misleads them. That is another problem. That is why, although asuras also have guru, for the sake of, because they take guidance and consultation, but actually they are not acharyas. They are not bona fide spiritual masters. Because they don't give proper direction towards avoiding sense gratification and sinful activities. They will try to protect the disciple and his skin. And more importantly, they'll try to protect their skin more than the disciple's skin. And we see this in the life of Bali Maharaj and Shukracharya. Shukracharya had taught Bali Maharaj that we should surrender everything to Vishnu. Give up your life for Vishnu. Sacrifice everything for Vishnu. Then Vishnu came as Vamana. That time, Vamana asked him, please give me some 3 steps of land. Bali Maharaj immediately agreed because he already was instructed by his guru. When Vishnu asks, you should give everything. You should sacrifice. So he was about to give. Then Shukracharya came and said, no, stop. Don't agree for Vamana's proposal and request. Bali Maharaj said, why? No, because he is Vishnu. And by telling 3 steps of land, he will take away everything. And finally, I will go to the street. He didn't say, you will go to the street. I will go to the street with my family, he said. He is thinking about his family and his belly. Even disciple can go to hell. Such gurus are not bothered. But they should not go to hell. They should go to heaven. Guru should go to heaven. Disciple should go to hell. No problem. Both go to heaven, it is fine. Class 1. Class 2, disciple can go to hell, no issue. But Guru should not go to hell. He should go to heaven. That is class number 2. The first thing is not working out. So Shukracharya took the second option. Okay, you are going to hell, no problem. But what about me? Why are you sending me to hell? If you become poor, then who is going to feed me, maintain me? So please don't give. Then Bali Maharaj said, but then you only taught me so long that surrender and sacrifice everything to Vishnu. Shukracharya denied. No. For Vishnu you should not give. So Bali Maharaj saw contradiction in the Guru's words and instruction. Then he thought he is a pseudo Guru. Pseudo Guru means cheater. He rejected him. Shukracharya said, if you don't follow my order, you will go to hell. Shastras say, if you don't follow the Guru, you will go to hell. Shastras does say that. It's a fact. But if you don't follow the real Guru, if you're not a Guru at all, and if you don't follow you, I'll not go to hell. So Bali Maharaj, by his Krishna conscious intelligence, still took his call and decision. He said, does that matter? I am going to fulfill my word to Vishnu and I am going to keep up my commitment to Vishnu. I have given word to the Lord, I am going to sacrifice. So Shukracharya said, you are going to hell, he said. He said, no problem. So this is called seminal Guru. Pseudo Guru, seminal Guru. Guru just by, just in name. He really doesn't have a spirit of sacrifice for Vishnu. They're very concerned about protecting themselves first. Then only, if everything is fine, we will serve Vishnu. If something is not going fine, first take care of myself. Then we can think of the Lord. Anyway, so they are called Dushkritinaha. So here Kamsa is considering in killing this 8th child. Why? As I said, the 6 children he didn't consider, he straight away killed. But 8th child is considering because he knew it was Vishnu. He was very careful. Why he was careful? Because here it is said, Yadartha Tantra na vihanti vikramam. Lord Vishnu will fulfill his purpose at any cost. And nobody can fail Lord Vishnu's purpose if he has made up his mind. Kamsa knew that much he knew. If Krishna decides something, Vishnu or God decides something, he will fulfill it at any cost. So that much he knew. This much idea he had. Unlike today's Asuras, they don't even have this much idea. They don't know the power of God. They don't know that God can achieve anything if he wants to achieve. And nobody can stop that. So Prabhupada quotes, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam. Lord will protect the devotees and he will vanquish the non-devotees. And na vihanti vikramam, he will never give up his prowess. That means he will never give up his word in protecting his devotees and destroying the demons. He will never give up this. So Kamsa was little panicky. Further, Kamsa considered Striyaha swasuhu gurumatya. 3 things. There was the first consideration, the other 3 considerations. Totally 4 considerations. Striyaha. Further, Devaki is my sister. Striyaha. Striyaha. She is a woman. Devaki is a woman, not a man. And not a kshatriya. To be fought with or to kill. Nor she is an opponent. She is swasuhu, my own sister. She is not an enemy. She is not an opponent. She is not a belligerent. Swasu, she is my own sister. And further, Guru Matya. Guru means heavy. Guru Mat. Mat means to possess. Guru Mat means being very heavy. Guru Matya means being very heavy. How does a woman become heavy? When she is pregnant. Because there are two lives. So Guru Matya, so she is heavy. That means she is carrying. That means she is pregnant. So Striyaha Swasuhu Guru Matya. She is a woman. She is my own sister and she is pregnant. Vadho ayam, and if I kill her, Vadaha ayam, if I do this killing of my sister in this situation, that's why the word is used tasmin. This situation, Lord will never give up his protection to the devotees and he will never stop not killing the asuras. And further, my sister is pregnant and she is a woman. So Kamsa is thinking, Badhoyam, if I kill her, Yashaha, Shriyam, Anukalam Ayuhu, Hanti. By killing my sister now, what will happen? 3 calamities and disasters will come upon me. What is that? Yashaha, Hantihi. I will lose my fame and reputation as a powerful king. Bhoja king, Kamsa was the king of Bhoja dynasty, he was considered very powerful, high reputation. High reputation. So Kamsa thought it will disturb and hit my reputation. So Yashaha Hanti. Then Shriya, it will also affect my opulence. And Ayuhu, it will reduce my duration of life. Anti anukalam ayuhu. So forever I will lose my reputation. Forever, that is why the word is used anukalam. With reference to kala, it is referred as anukalam. That means forever, for good. It is not that little time you will lose money, again you will get back. Like Sade Sat is over, again you will become rich. It is not like that. Because Sade Sat, your marriage is not happening. This is not like that. Anukalam Hanti. You will be vanquished forever from 3 fronts. Your reputation will be permanently finished. Your opulence will be permanently finished. And Ayuhu, your lifespan will be reduced. Finished. There is no turning it, reversing it. If I do this heinous act of killing my sister, a woman, and she is pregnant. So, very interesting. Prabhupada says, even Kamsa considered, he knew Vedic culture and he was sensitive to all these aspects. And Prabhupada says, Kamsa also knew I should not risk karma in the next life. Even though being an asura, he believed karma theory. But today, the so-called pious man, the so-called modern advanced man, does not believe next life. Even asuras knew next life exists. You can imagine the population in Kali Yuga. That means we have a population less than asura category. Asuras also believe next life and karma theory. Today, most people, 90% plus, don't believe karma, don't believe next life. Imagine. Asuras are far advanced in comparison to today's advanced human being. So sad. So Kamsa thought not to take risk of my next life. So Prabhupada begins the purport by saying making an important point, an important opening. According to Vedic principles, 5 categories of people are to be given all protection. Jai Krishna Balaram Guru Krishna Prabhupada ki jai. And they should never be neglected. If we neglect, there will be calamity and disaster for the kingdom. So who are those 5 categories of people who are to be protected? woman, Brahmana, old people, children, and cows. So these five categories of living beings must be protected at any cost, given all protection at any cost. And never be killed. Forget killing them. They are never to be killed. A woman should never be killed by anyone for any reason, even if she is sinful. Elsewhere, it is explained in the Bhagavatam. Even if they are sinful, they cannot be killed. Brahman also cannot be killed, even if he deviates. Cannot be killed. Those examples are there in Bhagavatam itself. Old people are never to be killed. In Africa, old people, they are hung on a tree and they are killed sportively in one of the famous African festivals. This is how people are in Africa. And imagine the society, how degraded it is. It's a sport and fun for them, killing old people, hanging them, and they love fun and laughter. Children never to be killed. And today we see so much of abortion is going on, family planning is going on. You can imagine the karma which is accruing in the human society and in the country and in the world, and particularly to the mother and father who made such decisions. So abortion is illegal and sinful as per Vedic standards. One can never undergo abortion and family planning. Is not as per the Vedic system. It's extremely sinful. Cows also should never be killed. The most grievous sin is actually cow killing. So in the Bhagavatam, there's a very nice reference. In the first canto, it is said that the same point is being made. Prabhupada elaborates why these five categories of living beings should be given all protection at any cost. Why? Prabhupada gives nice one line reason for each of them. Why should the woman be protected? Number one, because the protection of woman maintains the chastity of the society, purity of the society and chastity of the society, by which one can get good generations, good population, which is very much needed for peace, prosperity, and progress in life. If the women are protected and cared for properly, then they'll give birth to nice children who will participate in Varnashrama Dharma, who will become Krishna conscious eventually. Good children who will follow Vedic principles, Krishna conscious principles, who will not be atheistic, who will bow down to the Lord and the Lord's principles and instructions, thereby bringing in some sanity in the human society and sobriety, and bringing in peace, tranquility, and there is progress. Otherwise, there is Varna Sankara population as conceived and foreseen by Arjuna. Beginning of the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna was unwilling to fight the battle because he could foresee that by killing all the men in the battle, the soldiers and the kings, the woman will become shelterless. And when the woman becomes shelterless, there is great risk in human society because there can be adultery being committed by unscrupulous, irresponsible men towards women. And from that irresponsible act. The children who take birth from such irresponsible union will be Varna Sankara population. So such children, very difficult to train them. So that's why. So therefore, women's protection is very important. They should be cared and protected. They should be pure and chaste in their life. Then they will give birth to good children. Then one should give protection to Brahmanas, because these Brahmanas will maintain the Varnashrama institution, which is very much necessary for scientific culture, for scientific culturing of Krishna consciousness, which will lead to advancement in human life. So Prabhupada says Varnashrama Dharma is the most scientific culture for attainment of spiritual life. So Varnashrama Dharma is scientifically designed for attaining spiritual life and perfection in spiritual life. Without spiritual life, it is simply polished animal life. Human life is polished animal life without spiritual life. Dharmena hina pashubi samana. So scriptures say, without dharma, it is actually animal life. That is why one should protect the Brahmanas, who will protect Vedic culture. So without dharma or Vedic practices, human life is no different from animal life. So that is why it is said, Ahara nidra bhaya maituna samanyametat pashubi naranam. There are 4 common things between animals and humans. Ahara nidra bhaya and maituna. Eating, sleeping, sex life, and defense. These are common even to animals. Animals also eat, sleep, have sex, and they also defend in their own way. So humans also are doing the same kind of activities, maybe in a polished way, maybe in a more advanced way, in a more apparently a refined way. Doesn't mean that we become anything higher than an animal. So he's still considered an animal because the propensities are same. The propensities of animals, namely eating, sleeping, sex life, and defense, is the same. Then what is extra in a human being? Dharmaha. Practicing religious principles. Inquiring about spiritual life. Progressing towards spiritual life. That is a special prerogative of a human being. Prabhupada uses this word. Prerogative of a human being. Prerogative means rights. Very good word. It is especially meant for a human being. And if we don't utilize that, then the purpose of human birth is not met. Then if one loses the human life, one may glide down to animal life once again. And till the time he gets back the human life opportunity again, it may be millions of lifetimes. It's a very big loss. Of course, those who are Vedic followers, they can appreciate the seriousness of this statement. But in Kali Yuga, because of over sense gratification and having no values cultivated or trained in their childhood, the modern man seems to not take these things very seriously. You go and tell anybody about Krishna consciousness, chant Hare Krishna, become devotee, read Bhagavad Gita. It's very important, very urgent. They take it very neglectfully. Why are you putting so much pressure? Why are you putting so much pressure? They think like that. Why so much urgency? Why are you pushing it so much? If we want, we will take up. If I want, I will chant. If I want, I will come to temple. If we feel, we will read. If we feel, we'll come to you. If time permits, we will consider. People are thinking like that. These are the answers we get. And devotees or Vedic followers, they push because there is a sense of urgency. You may quit the body any moment. Is it not urgent then? I may die any moment. Is it not urgent? Why so much pressure? Because it's a sense of urgency. Time is not there. No, 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 no. Lot of time is there. How do you know? Anybody has given you a guarantee? Hmm? You take this MRI test and all this thing, right? Death test, anything like that. Is there any machine which will test the death and give you the report? Okay, another 20 years from now. No such testing is there. One can stop his breath any moment from now. Counting from now. As the class is going on also, the countdown begins. Actually, it's not when the class is going on. Prabhupada says, the moment you have taken birth, you have begun to die. This is reality, but nobody will talk. We want to lead a illusory life. Illusory life. Everything goody. False picture. That is why Shastra uses two words. One is illusion, one is delusion. We're reading illusory life, not seeing the reality. And what is delusion? Delusion means being cheated. Not willing to see reality, you are cheating yourself. I might die next moment and still I'll say, I'll come, Swamiji, I'll come. Time is there, sufficient time is there, still I'll come. You don't have to come for me just because some Prabhu called. You have to come for yourself to save yourself. You have to chant to save yourself, not for the Prabhu, not for the Brahmana, not for the Lord. To save yourself, you have to chant Hare Krishna. And then you give 100 reasons why I can't chant. Why can't you search out 100 reasons why you can chant? These search out reasons why I can't chant Hare Krishna. Search out reasons why you can chant Hare Krishna. Do the other way around. You will get 100 reasons. This is a trap of Maya. We'll give 100 reasons why I can't come to temple. Search out 100 reasons how I can come to temple. 100 reasons why I cannot become a devotee. If you want, Krishna will provide reasons. Same Krishna will provide reasons if you want to become his devotee. 100 reasons, 1000 reasons, 10,000 reasons, 1 crore reasons Krishna will give you why you should become a devotee. And chant Hare Krishna. And Prabhupada said 16 rounds, nothing less. Otherwise, it is risk for you only, not for Prabhupada or Krishna. Just like the doctor says, take 2 tablets, morning and evening, for the next 10 days. Make it 1 tablet. Three days enough. So you'll go early, that's all. Are you a doctor to decide? 2 tablets to 1 tablet? Are you a doctor to decide 10 days or 3 days or 1 day? How can you decide? So Prabhupada, the Acharya, has said, he is like the spiritual doctor. He has said 16 rounds. Why 16 rounds, Prabhu? It's a very silly question. Very irrelevant question. Doctor said 2 tablets, one particular medicine, another tablet, half of it you take, then 1 tonic, half teaspoon he'll say, or tablespoon. Why all these calculations? I think this I'll take 3 teaspoon. That I'll take 5 tablets. I'll take this quarter tablet. So you will prescribe yourself. And then can you question doctor, why half tablet, doctor? Why 2 teaspoon, doctor? Why not tablespoon? What he will say? Ivre, doctor Niva Nava. Are you doctor? I am doctor. Let us first decide that. Then we will go into the details of the prescription. Whether it is half tablet or half kg tablet, we will decide that later. But first, let us decide who is doctor. Are you a doctor? You are a patient. You just follow. If I tell also why half tablet, you cannot understand. Why half tablet? Why 1 tablet? Do you understand? You cannot understand. You are not a doctor. I can explain also. You will say, no, doctor, you explain. If I explain also, you will not understand. You talk to any doctor, see, we have a doctor, you ask him, nothing you will understand. He'll explain. Nothing you will understand. Even if he explains. Because you don't have that vocabulary, that intelligence, that expertise, that experience. You don't have. You just follow on good faith. Good faith on a doctor, not on a cobbler. Cobbler says half tablet, I will not go to listen to him. Man on the street, I'm not going to listen to him. I'm listening to a doctor. So good faith. So Acharya has prescribed 16 rounds, not somebody. You chant directly. Why not this mantra, this procedure, that procedure? You are Acharya or he is Acharya? Krishna appointed Prabhupada as Acharya or he has appointed you as the Acharya? Tomorrow, if you become the Acharya, suppose Krishna can appoint anybody, no, Krishna chooses. You can say 2 rounds Hare Krishna mantra, that's all. Go back to God. You may say. But you have to be an Acharya for that. Bhakti Siddhanta made 64 rounds. People argue. How did Prabhupada made 16 rounds? Then how did Bhaktivedanta made 64 rounds? Chaitanya would say 24 hours. Kirtaniya Sadahari. But Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur made 64 rounds. Now Haridas Thakur chanted 190 plus rounds. Every day Haridas Thakur was chanting 190 plus rounds. You cut off the 0, cut off the 9, even 1 round, people, there are many who are not chanting. 1 round they are not chanting. Seriously. Haridas Thakur chanting 190 rounds. Daily. Not once in lifetime. Every day is chanting 190 rounds. After that only he will whether take rest or eat something or do anything else. After 190 rounds. Takes about 23 and a half hours a day. About 23 plus hours it will take in a day of 24 hours. That much you would chant. Bhaktivedanta made that means chant 64 rounds, he said. Prabhupada said 64 rounds means you chant 16 rounds. They're acharyas. So, we have to follow the acharya. Then we are always safe. Just follow the prescription. For every yuga, there is a prescription. And within the yuga also, there is a prescription. That is why necessity of acharya comes. Otherwise, Krishna has spoken and gone. Bhagavad Gita. Why do you require acharya? Is another question which comes. Krishna has spoken Bhagavad Gita. Then why you require an acharya to explain? The acharya has to give the practicals of that. Based on the practical situation, Desha Kala Patra, acharya will say, okay, Krishna has told this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has told Kirtani Sadahari, that means, Sadahari means, for now you do 64 rounds, enough. That is Bhakti Siddhanta's time. Then further Prabhupada came, he said, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said Kirtani Sadahari, that means you chant minimum of 16 rounds. To begin with, not end, to begin with. Minimum dose. Then we are saved. Otherwise, where is the saving? So like this, people, they think, why so much pressure? Pressure is because we are in ICU. Got the point? Suppose, Krishna forbid, somebody is passing on the road, the serious accident. Hand is almost cut, but not separated. But it is, we have seen sometimes. I saw once in Mangalore. I was terrified. I was going in a vehicle for meeting somebody. Just one big lorry container was passing. Scooter was coming. It dashed. Collision. And then the person fell down. And then the tire of that 16-wheeler container just went on that person. Just like he was hanging. I was like horrified. That time you have to rush him to the hospital. Somebody says, please come quickly, quickly. Yeah, kast pressure ಆಗ್ತೀರಾ? ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ. Aram means finished. His hand will be lost forever. What is aram there? It's an emergency, right? Like that, if death is going to come, what is aram there? ಮಾಡೋಣ ಜಪ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ ದೇಶ ಭಾಗವತ ಮೇಲೆ ಓದೋಣ ಟೈಮ್ ಇದೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಷ್ಟ ಇದೆ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ there is a difficulty in taking the patient to the hospital but you have to endure the difficulty if you have to save him There's a difficulty in taking a medicine, but you have to take the medicine. You have to be free from disease. We don't like medication. Nobody likes. But you must take medicine if you have to cure yourself permanently of the disease. If you don't want to take that medicine, you will never be cured of the disease. So similarly, Krishna kindness is the life-saving medicine. Enechi aushadhi maya nashi barolagi. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I have brought this medicine personally from Krishna Loka. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, I have brought this medicine. Sometimes we say, India, then medicine not available. From America, you have imported the medicine. 3 lakh rupee. It's got it imported. We hear that many times. What to do? It has to be brought. And medicine is coming by flight. You see? Emergency, what can be done? So Lord, like that Lord Chaitanya has imported the medicine not from America, from Goloka Vrindavan. That is the only powerful medicine which works. People ask, why Hare Krishna mantra? Because Indian medicine is not working, so you have to get American medicine. You have to get Goloka medicine only. Other mantras, pujas are not working out in Kali Yuga. Therefore, Lord Chaitanya has got the mantra from Krishna Loka and is personally distributing this mantra to everyone to save the human society from the cycle of birth and death. So Lord Chaitanya has overlooked all the details and rules and regulations of the Shastra because of emergency situation in Kali Yuga. Alpayushaha. As it is, our duration is less only. And further, by doing these heinous acts, we further reduce our lifespan. Therefore, Lord Chaitanya, out of emergency and urgency, he has called for the Hare Krishna mantra. Instantly to descend to this world. And Krishna has very mercifully agreed to descend upon the request of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the form of the Hare Krishna mantra. So, therefore, protecting Brahmanas or Vaishnavas is of utmost importance because they will save the human society. Just like doctors are to be protected because they will save millions of people. So, Brahmanas have to be protected. Sometimes they say in the war, it is the rule, it is the policy that for a particular life can be sacrificed. Higher life always has to be saved and protected and preserved. Higher life. Because it is of more use to many. That's a principle. Same thing here also, Brahmana has to be protected. Just like if the doctor is not there, and so suppose the pandemic was there. Suppose the pandemic has washed up all the doctors, some X number of people have died. As per the estimation, X number of people have died in the earth. Imagine, of course, more than 99% survived COVID. That's how we are sitting here in the class today. We are all survivors of COVID. That's how they are. So we are being referred as we are survivors of COVID. See our designation instead of Krishna Dasa, survivors of COVID. Anyway, so survivors of COVID. Because doctors, by and large, they were not affected. They were safe. Suppose if the pandemic has affected only the doctor community, imagine, and all the doctors are washed off from the earth. That means we are also washed out, it is understood. Correct, no? So doctors have to be protected. Because they are saving others. It's an example. Like that, Brahmana or a Vaishnava is one who actually can save the whole world. They save the human society. And the best Brahmana, the topmost Brahmana, the top is a Vaishnava. The topmost Vaishnava, the best among the Vaishnavas is called the Acharya, designated as the Acharya. Topmost Acharya, a topmost Vaishnava is Acharya. So he has to be protected. Brahmanas have to be protected. Head of the family has to be protected. That's what Arjuna's concern was in the first chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. If we kill all the kings and the soldiers, the woman will be left unprotected. And many people will barge in and then do all kinds of things into the homes. unscrupulous, irresponsible man. Very dangerous situation Krishna, Arjuna is perceiving. That is why Krishna wanted Yudhishthira to be the king at the helm of affairs and wipe out Duryodhana and party who are irresponsible, non-Vedic followers. That is why Krishna wanted Yudhishthira. Doesn't matter wholesale killing, doesn't matter. Because they're all wrongdoers. What can be done? Good population should not die. But wrongdoers, it is good. The karma will at least end for them. If they continue to live, bad karma people, the karma will only increase for them only. So under certain circumstances and conditions, therefore sometimes they are hanged, they are killed, and there is no sin incurred. There's no sin incurred. But killing a Brahmana or a woman is sinful. That is second point. Then third, the protection of cows maintains the most miraculous food called milk. Therefore, cows are protected among all the animals. Because among all the animals, only cow's milk is considered very special. Because if you take cow's milk, it will develop finer brain tissues by which you can understand and aim towards higher values of human life. What is the higher value and the highest value? Krishna conscious value. Just like, see, people when we say chant Hare Krishna, they never will appreciate because they don't have value for Hare Krishna. When you say, please come for Bhagavatam, they will not come because they don't have value for Bhagavatam. So become a devotee, they don't have value. So value is lost. These are higher values. What to do? You're not able to appreciate. So we cannot do anything. Cannot do anything. Then you have to force. Then it will crack there. That's what happens many times. We try to push, then they will crack. They'll go away. Arey, so much important. Why are they not able to appreciate? Because they have not developed the sense of higher value of Krishna consciousness, life and principles. They're not able to appreciate the seriousness of 16 round Hare Krishna mantra. They're not able to appreciate the seriousness of hearing Bhagavatam daily. Bhagavatam is another life savior. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Every day one must read Bhagavatam and associate with Krishna directly and be free from karma and save yourself. They have no value. Something we are doing every day, 24 hours, everybody is doing something. But in that, the most important things we are not doing. How is it we can miss that? Just like even as a normal person, when somebody gets up, the list of things to do, then he will relist the things, no? Let me do this. Oh, this is very important. No. I'll change my schedule. I'll do this. Oh, no. I think tomorrow I can do this. Has to happen today only. Even material also people redo, reassign the tasks, reprioritize the tasks. How much important is Krishna consciousness? Just like the same thing. It's a question of sensing. Have we become insensitive it's just like a stone, jada. Jada has no feeling, right? Suppose if the doctor says, another 30 minutes, if I don't administer this medicine, he will die. Finished. And then you go into WhatsApp and then do all the other daily course, buy some badnekai from the market, go to Devraj market all the way to buy brinjal, and then go to the hospital after 1 hour. What will happen? Finish, no means. Sometimes they say, okay, 30 minutes is too much, right? Sometimes they say 3 minutes time I have to administer this injection. Yes, I have heard personally. 3 minutes time. Imagine how crucial it becomes. It's very serious, isn't it? He'll be saved. Otherwise finished. Sometimes they say, I have heard rather from a doctor. Sometimes right time you don't give injection, the entire nervous system, it will dysfunction. Yes. A certain medication has to go at that strategic time or within the strategic time. Even delay is there also no use. Of course, From the medical perspective, I'm saying no use. They say, I can't help, they will say. Nervous system collapse. There's no more sensation in this right hand, they will say. Finished. For life, he'll have no more sensation because late diagnosis or late treatment. You see? So that is why. But doctor knows the seriousness. The patient is not able to appreciate, not able to understand. Doesn't matter. Go with the doctor's words. So somebody who is sensitive and able to appreciate what doctor is saying, immediately he will rush and make the arrangement. Immediately. Like that. The Acharya is saying, death can come any moment. What are we doing here? Postponing all of Krishna conscious activities, which is the only saving grace. Prasadam. So only saving grace from karma. Only saving grace. Maneli ಒಪ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Prabhuji, I want, but my house, they're not agreeing. It is exactly like what, doctor is giving the medicine. I want to buy, but my wife said, no, you cannot buy that medicine. No, I will not allow that. What are you talking? Are we understanding? It's exactly the same thing. Doctor has told this medicine, this tonic, get it immediately. Start right away the treatment. Exactly like the Prabhupada is saying, moment you got to prasadam, start immediately offering and take prasadam. People are saying, I require some time, Prabhu. I require some time to make arrangements. What is time? Who is sick? Who is diseased? How much time? 1 year, 2 years? No, actually, after my daughter gets married, no, then she goes off. No, my son gets married, goes off. No, everything will be settled. Only me and my wife, we can make arrangement, Prabhu. No issue. Where is the time? Time and tide wait for no man. Disease can wait. It will only aggravate. As you delay, disease will only aggravate, right? Karma will only compound. Every moment, every morsel you put, it will only compound. It will not reduce. Hare Krishna, every moment we are delaying, like that Prabhupada calls it as a Krishna conscious drug. Vaccine, Prabhupada calls it a Krishna conscious vaccine. See, the vaccine came early in India, so that's why most of the Indians were saved actually. That's a fact. It's a recorded fact. Maximum Indians were saved from Corona, COVID, because early vaccine. Otherwise, it would have finished. Outside India, so many people passed away, unfortunately. Like that Hare Krishna vaccine, if it is not distributed, there is death of spiritual life. Like that, therefore Hare Krishna has to be administered. How much the government forced to take vaccine? Means, I am saying from a certain perspective, like that is the urgency of Krishna consciousness, to save ourselves. So therefore, Brahmanas will be protected who are going to administer that vaccine. Hey, we don't want Brahmanas. Hey, doctor beda. I don't like doctor caste. See, doctor caste. Doctor is not a caste. It's a profession. Brahmana is not a caste. It's a profession. It's a qualification. People think Brahmana is a caste. Doctor is a caste. Not a caste. No? That is the point. People are making a mistake. Then last 2 points we'll close. Children are to be protected because they have a wonderful opportunity to become Krishna conscious, perfect their life, and not to return to this hellish world, go back to the kingdom of God for eternity and live a blissful life in the spiritual world. But that opportunity you're not giving them. So therefore, children have to be protected. Then lastly, old people have to protect it because last chance for them. If at all any opportunity, there's last, like we say, last chance, Because after that is death. After death, we don't know what. At least comes on you. Today, even people don't know what is after death. Rather, they say there is nothing after death. Very sadly. Anyway, so at least the last part of one's life in old age, there is a chance to prepare themselves for better life after death. Therefore, they have to be protected. They lose the opportunity. So in this way, so comes also was considering it is not good to kill my sister, and when she is pregnant and she is a woman. Then what will happen? I will lose my opulence, my reputation, and my lifespan of life also will be reduced. This is the primary reason why Kali, people ask, why Prabhu only 100 years in Kali Yuga? One of the primary reasons is this, because of too much of offense and sinful activities and not following Vedic principles. One place in the purport Prabhupada writes this. That is why, because of not following Vedic principles, life has become reduced. We'll stop here. Antrat Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Coming Wednesday, the 17th of April, we will be celebrating Ramanavami festival. Celebrations will begin from evening 6 p.m. onwards. And we'll have Rama Taraka Yagna, Sankirtan, talk and Arati as part of the celebrations. And we will decorate Krishna and Balaram. They will have a special alankara as Rama and Lakshmana. So Krishna Balaram ki jai, Rama Lakshman ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai. So please come and take the Lord's blessings.